Hi guys, this is Trejo. I'm working with my classmate Alfredo Mendez, and today we'll analyze an article of interest according to the Washington State University's 7 criteria of critical and innovative thinking. The article was chosen from the online version of the New York Times and is called "Why Are People Protesting in Hong Kong?" This article serves as a guide to understand what is going on in Hong Kong at the moment, and it was written by Daniel Victor, a base reporter of the New York Times in Hong Kong, and Alan Yuhas. So let's analyze the article according to the 7 criteria. The first criterion is called issue identification and focus. In the selected article, the authors identify the issue and always remain focused on it. The writers also explore the problem by highlighting the most important aspects of it. We notice that by dividing the main topic into subtopics, the authors focus on underlying issues and make easier the reader's understanding. So we rate this criterion with a 6 mastering. The next criterion is context and assumptions. In the text, the authors present an historical context that help the readers to better understand the current situation of the protests in Hong Kong. As it is a guide to understand the protests in Hong Kong, the authors also take into consideration several political and ethical aspects that help to understand the roots of the protest. So we rate this criterion with an effective 5. The next criterion is sources and evidence. In the text, the authors don't provide reliable sources or evidence. Maybe the greatest source of evidence found in this article is the images. The images help to validate the veracity of the information, but they are not enough. We need more reliable information and more reliable sources to verify the veracity of the facts. So we rate this criterion with an emerging 2.
Hello everyone, my name is Alfredo Mendez and I will continue with analysis of my partner Trejo. In criterion 4, called diverse perspective, we found that the authors begin to relate views to qualify analysis. However, they only take into account China's points of view and left behind the opinion from other authors or other sources. In that sense, we rate this criterion with a developing 3. In criterion 5, on perspective, we found that there is no point of view from the authors, so in that sense we decide to rate this with an accent 0 because there is nothing that tells us the position of the authors about this issue. In criterion 6, called conclusion, there is the authors reach to relate consequence to conclusion. However, they are very vague and there is no clear conclusion in the whole text because in the last paragraph they only put the information, the position that has the government of China. And finally, in the criterion 7, communicates effectively, we decided that the article expressed the ideas in a very simple way that most people can understand the information. However, this is an informative article and the authors don't give any opinion about this issue. So in that sense, we decide to rate this criterion with a competent 4 because even though the article reached to informate us, there is a lack of information from the position of the authors in that sense. So finally, as you can see, this was most an informative article rather than a critical one. So it is possible to say that it has some flaws. However, the text success because it communicates the idea effectively. Thanks for watching the video.